Okay, so today is day 13 and one really kind of big thing to note is that I really started craving. I realized yesterday after I made my video and I was at work that I'm really craving being in the sun. Like I'm really craving it, and that's kind of why I'm in the sun right now. I just like want to be in the sun. Also, I've been cold. I'm still cold. This morning was so cold. I'll tell you about that in a moment. But like I'm really craving the sun, and also just really craving trees and like the woods and nature. And it just feels so good to lay here right now. I've had so much going on and getting ready for the trip every second that I'm like not working. So this is just really special to actually create this video and be able to like lean my head against this beautiful tree. Nice. Good tree. So there were some things that I didn't actually say yesterday because I left my note from my classroom that I make at my classroom, my office. Just gonna look at that really quick. For some reason I started thinking about like my sense of smell being really strong and how like animals' sense of smell is really strong. And they probably do, like in nature, I don't know, maybe they might do a decent amount of fasting between when they eat, animals in general. And a lot of animals have a really good sense of smell, but I don't know. Some people could be like, I don't know how that's linked, but it just came to me. And so I don't know if it has any relevance or not, but I think that was it, actually. I think I remembered the other things. That was all. Actually, now that I look at that, I remembered them yesterday anyway. So this morning, when I woke up, I just felt so good in my head. I think it's like I'm feeling better and better in my head. So that's great. And I realized when I started teaching, because my stomach felt good when I woke up, and I realized when I started teaching that how much I tighten my abs when I'm teaching all the time. Like everything I do, I'm tightening my abs the whole time. And I feel like just that alone could make my stomach uncomfortable. So I was trying to like relax more today when I was teaching and not be so tense. But I mean, I really use my muscles a lot. So it's, in some ways, it's kind of necessary. I was just really cold this morning because when I walked upstairs, someone had left the air conditioner on and it was like 53 out. So it was just so cold. I never, ever really got warm. I never got warm while I was teaching. And I even turned a heater on right by me that even in the winter heats me up within like at the most like an hour and a half. It like heats the place up enough so that I'm not cold. So I'm pretty chilled. I'm pretty cold. Like I feel cold right now. I forgot my little jacket, my little work jacket that I can wear. So that's one other reason why it's nice to lay in the sun. It feels really good. Yeah. So I was just kept getting chills. It was not cool, but I still have the leg bump thing going on. I'm going to try to see if I can put this in order a little bit more. Everything's really scattered. What else was there about my skin? Oh, like, not about my skin, but I forgot to mention yesterday that my nail beds are like kind of glossy. They're just like silky and smooth, and I just noticed a difference with them. They're like healthy. And also my skin, I mean, urine is very moisturizing. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, where are you? Hi. There's a little beetle. Hi. I have a little beetle friend on my lap. Now he landed right in my hand that's holding the phone. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, my nails. My nails, yeah, they just look really good. They look really good. And my toenails, I don't really know why this happens because I don't have any issues with fungus or anything, but my toenails have a little bit of a texture and I really don't like it. So I'm hoping that maybe hoping that maybe, I know that it's a sign of, I think, like, maybe thyroid or something, which I do have a low thyroid. I don't take anything for it, but I've always had that issue. So I don't know, maybe the toe texture thing will be fixed. I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely not pressing, but so yeah, that was one other thing that was going on with my like outer body. I just felt really good today. I felt really good. I just had a really good day. So far I've just had a really good day. I feel like myself. You know, when you feel nauseated, that never feels good. That's always hard to deal with, and that's what I was dealing with. Nausea and just like I don't know, just not really kind of feeling sick, you know? And I'm not having that today. And, you know, I made this little video this morning just because I just feel so good and I just wanted to document it in the moment. But, yeah, so anyway, that's great. That's wonderful. I'm just feeling really good in my head, and I felt great in my head when I woke up this morning. I am really snoozing it, though. I'm totally snoozing it. I'm really snoozing it. And I just don't do that because, like, I usually, like I said, I've said it many times, probably get up and make my tea, and I don't have to do that now. And, you know, make sure, because it's really important for me to get in the classroom and make sure that everything's cool, because you just never know, like, I could have a power outage randomly. I mean, that doesn't usually happen, but like I need time to to get my hotspot hooked up and just figure it all out, you know. And I kind of screwed myself one day a little bit because it just took a little bit longer to get in the classroom than I thought. And so anyway, I'm snoozing it, but it's like my body just wants to stay in bed so bad. I cannot wait for this trip. I have one more morning of teaching and then 3 weeks off, which I've never had, ever. Well, I'm saying ever. Since I started working for that company, I've never had 3 weeks off. And the most I've taken was 1 week off, which was a big deal. It's always a huge deal when I take time off, because it's like, you kind of like worry, like, will they come back to me? Will they, miss me enough to come back to me? And, it's like, you get to a certain point where you have to live your life, and I have to take this time off, whether or not, if someone leaves, then they're meant to leave. And if they do, then more awesome students will come to me. And I've been getting tons of new students, and people have just been reaching out and wanting to like connect with me outside of class, because we have a connection, and everything's going great with that. So I have nothing to worry about there. But it's still, when you work so much, it's kind of hard to do it, to take time off and not feel that guilt. But I feel actually really good this time around. Like I said before, like I've said it before to other people, I probably haven't said it in these videos, but I would do anything for this trip, this time. Like it's invaluable. Like it's irreplaceable. It's so much. And like I would pay trillions and trillions of dollars. I would go into debt for the whole rest of my life to have this time. You like, moments or everything. So yeah, so it's like, just if I ever have any issue, because I have tons and tons of requests to turn down right now. If I ever have any issue thinking, wow, this is so hard to like say no to these people. I mean, it's gonna be like 30 or something, like so many classes I'm turning down right now, so many. And you know what? I just have I really have been doing okay, but if I have any issue, just go back to like, what is this all about? What is this all about? And I deserve it. I deserve this time. I don't even know. Like, I know we've got a lot of driving to do, but I hope I get to sleep. Like, I know I'm going to sleep more than I usually do, but I hope I get to sleep in. I hope I can. It's really hard to sleep in. When I used to take Saturdays off, it was so hard to, Fridays off. No, Saturday mornings off. If I wanted to stay up late and have fun, then I had a hard time sleeping past like 6 a.m. or something, or 5 a.m. sometimes, or 4:30, it was really hard because my body is so trained to get up. So anyway, that was a bit of a long-winded story, but my brain is just working so well. It's working so well right now. I sometimes will have a hard time remembering what reward I gave to a kid, and I write it all down, which is fine, but when I'm actually doing the feedback, like, I'll have to sometimes glance back at it. And what I'm realizing is that this information is just coming to me, and I don't even know that it came to me until after it came to me. And I'm like, wait, I just knew that. I just knew that thing. And whereas I would normally have to like check in and like sort of like, look at my notes or something, I like really remember what happened, and my body's not busy doing other things, and my brain is more clear. So that's good. And there was something else. I'll come back to it when I find it, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and also my feedback is very, very efficient. I have to write feedback for each student in the classes that they take, and I just realize I'm just like kicking it out. I'm just like boom, 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 boom. And it's the same thing with like getting stuff done around the house and like preparing for this trip. Today especially, there was like no emotion attached to it. It was like, there was no like think about something that needs to be I be like, oh, I would really rather not do that right now. I'd rather do something else. No. If something needed to be done, it got done. And it was like so relieving. I got so many of these random things done that I really needed to get done before we leave. And it's just like, oh my God, it was so great. And really physically, the only issue was just, I had to carry some heavy things, which is totally normal. And when I overexert myself, I know, I can feel it. My heart starts pounding and I get out of breath, and I just have to just like chill for a little bit and let my body come back into balance. And last night, Rowan actually carried a lot of the heavy trays, but I carried like enough that my arm was like, it felt like I had lifted so hard. Like it felt like I went and I crunched it in the gym. And my whole body, my legs, like my body's definitely, my muscles are pretty sore and just feeling like I've been lifting, So, I mean, it would be really, really nice to go on this trip and just to like, just be in the car and then like do sort of chill things for the most part. It's going to be so nice to just take care of myself, on this trip. And then also yesterday, we found out that we confirmed that Merrick's friend is coming with us now too. So it's going to be now 5 of us in the car, but the girls thought that actually he would keep Merrick more entertained and in a better mood. So they wanted him to come, because I was like, dude, I'm like open to it, but you got to check it with the girls, because I knew if they didn't want him to, that they would totally speak up, and they want him to come. So, I'm kind of sentimental about it. Like there was something about just taking just the kids, but at the same point in time, like we're moving into our new life, and he's a part of it. He literally is over all the time. He's over, honestly, 90% of the time since they met. Well, they had met before, and then they kind of rekindled the relationship, and it's like they've definitely had past lives together. They're so close. So Lakin's coming with us now, but that's more stuff to pack, and it'll be interesting trying to fit everything in my car. I'm really being kind of strict about how much we're bringing, because I don't want it to be crazy. I've done this 2 times, and so I've learned some things about traveling like this, and so we're literally, I'm like, 1 bag, that's it. 1 toiletry bag for all of our stuff, and it just keeps it simple, and then hopefully the smallest beach towels we can, but you really need to know about the beach towels right now. Okay, so one thing that's kind of cool, because of the way my brain is, when I'm listening to music, the instrumentals in music, they just pop out at me, and it's insane. So I can't even imagine this new playlist I made. Well, not new. I can't even imagine when I roll it out in 2 mornings, like a day and a half, when I roll this out. The whole thing is, it's already like, I feel like the instrumentals and like just the feeling and the like texture to this playlist already is like, to me, very pleasing. Okay. And I don't know, maybe not for everybody, but now with the way that I am right now, it's like, crazy. Oh my gosh, my video is almost over here. I might have to do a part 2. I don't even know. Let's see. Yeah, because I don't want to like super duper say stuff really quick. So